crowd demands. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, someone I see as a great defensive midfielder is this guy, Benacer. At 5'9", Peter, he might not seem the biggest, but he does have a knack of winning duels against much bigger opponents. And you can't fault his awareness and his decision-making, which are usually spot on. This guy rarely gets caught out.
Well, quite no argument from me on that one. That's really well manoeuvred. And that has been clubbed away. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way.
Guiri really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Has a look and plays it forward. Nouri. Oh, there's a probing ball. Defending of the desperate variety.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
And it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Aim forwards. Well read, nice interception.
Algeria, well, Peter, look how far up the fullbacks are getting now. This is really high.
And constantly after the ball, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they're weighing up their options to see how long they can sustain this and suppress those wide opposition players.
Pressure stays on, it is a corner. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Lobbed in behind. That has been cut short. Moved on forwards. And he's there to clear it. Aouar. And here's Mahrez. Here's a chance! And there's the end of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
Well, simply put, Peter, they haven't been good enough to trouble the opposition. They need to play with more courage in the second half and a lot more intent.
So they head in no further forward. The score here, still 0-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the years...
Can he finish? And another try! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Bensebaini, gently done. Out to the left it goes. That's really well manoeuvred. Aouar. Now it's Mahrez. Searching pass he's played there. That'll be a corner. Algeria can make their change now with a break in play. And that has been cleared. Aouar. Out towards the flank. Here comes the cross. And a good chance here. No, not quite.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Cuts out the pass. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Algeria.
It's pretty clear that the defence have decided that the greatest threat to them at the moment, Peter, are people trying to just run at them.
Run at them, and I suppose beyond them, Jim.
Yeah, particularly late runners into the box. That's what you don't want. They're very dangerous to any defence.
Guiri. And now the breakaway. Mahrez finds himself offside.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though. Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Jordan really will have to throw everything at this now.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Bensebaini goes forward. Could be danger here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Goes for a shot! Yes, he's done it! And that's got to be it! That has got to be it!
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Algeria, and that's that. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest. Well, after all of that, Jim, what do you